Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sị na ya dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasata maka ana Igbo and Igbo community and ihe debe na Nigeria. Ya bụ ife ka anyị na-ewetara unu na Igbo Media. Dịka isi wee na-esole anyị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị ị na-abịa n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media, kabaru ka i subscribe and turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our update dịka anyị na-etikwu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ kwa mgbe. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa gbasata maka ka ya bụ ife si ada and gbasata maka ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'ala Igbo. Biko mma achọ ka ige ya bụ ife. Ihe a bụ ihe BIAFRA Chief of Staff bụ Ngozi Orabueze kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasata maka ka o si ada na Finland and gbasata maka Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa. So igecha ya bụ ife idropụra ife iche n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasata maka ihe bụ ife ndị a niile okwu. All right, over to you.
The ultimate. We all know that we Biafrans have a central position in the true history of mankind. Civilization, democracy, be it socially and politically, through our different community structures, spirituality, and many others. Even Biafra fulfills all the objective criteria the international treaties outlined for establishing a statehood. We have a permanent population of more than 70 million people, functioning government with all the relevant departments, including defense and foreign affairs. We have a defined territory. We have the ability to engage in diplomatic relations with foreign states and respect for human rights and self-determination. With your solid mandate, no going back. So when 50 million of us have spoken, nothing can stop their consensus from coming to light. We, the members of the United States of Biafra's government, meanwhile, led by my humble self, the Deputy Prime Minister, are committed and resolute to fully restore our sovereignty and territorial integrity. As we use this occasion to honorably notify you, we shall continue to reach out to the different actors in our homeland, inviting and appealing particularly to those of them that are Biafrans for their understanding, well-meaning, and unreserved cooperation and support for a peaceful process. After all, that is our people's ultimate desire right now. We need peace in our land. The government of our our neighbor Nigeria, is already notified respectfully and peacefully. And we continue to reach out and have our arms open to receiving them for a constructive and roundtable dialogue that aims at attaining a peaceful dissolution and acknowledgement of Biafra's re-establishment. We dissolve Nigeria and we establish Biafra. An irremediable withdrawal from the amalgamation, we express our aim of achieving an amenable and favorable solution for our countries, for our country's future as neighbors, taking into consideration the people and the population, protection of the lives and properties of the people of our both countries, achieving eventual diplomatic ties and bilateral relations and agreements. Please note that we don't have anything against the ordinary people of the failed entity of Nigeria. They are our brothers, our sisters, our families, our neighbors. They are fellow Africans. It is the government of the entity led by the inhuman crooks and fraudsters that rehabilitates non-terrorists and ship them down to different parts of the country to kill Christians, to kill indigenous Nigerians. Those are the people we are referring to as the enemy of the people. We extend an olive branch and ask for the immediate withdrawal of all its bodies, military, police, security, and so on, from the Biafra territory. This is for the Nigerian state to do so immediately. We've notified them before. We are notifying them again. Our government is capable and takes charge and provides for our people's needs. Seeking relation and friendship among foreign states. Our young nation, the United States of Biafra, is dedicated to establishing a mutual, favorable, and robust diplomatic ties with nations worldwide, promoting respect and cooperation. Hence, the Biafran government is officially reaching out to foreign states for recognition of our sovereignty, advocacy for our nation, establishment of bilateral relations, and cooperation in subsequent areas of common interest, like economic partnerships, humanitarian support, to ensure the well-being and prosperity of our citizens. We appreciate and commend the United Nations members, Gabon, Haiti, Ivory Coast, Tanzania, and Zambia. We also appreciate Amazonia and the Eritrean government in exile, who have continued to recognize Biafra. Other countries like the Eritrean government in exile have officially recognized our independence. Several congressmen and women in the United States of America, South Korea, and Europe have expressed positive position to the independence of the United States of Biafra. But be clear, United States of Biafra does not need the recognition by the United Nations to be a sovereign state. The global political and economic community is undergoing turbulence and fragmentation. The changing geopolitical dynamics from decades of the unipolar world to an increasingly multipolar world where the influence of global powers is more fragmented is a visible development. These changes obviously affect the world global landscape economically and politically, hence cannot be ignored. The United States of Biafra acknowledges this wind of change as a positive and favorable wind and path to follow us, as we have been fighting against the transnational repression, hostile occupation, and destabilization by Nigerian terrorist state in our territory. Nigeria and its allies have maintained tight stranglehold on Biafrans and Biafra while controlling our territory to our detriment. The government of the United States of Biafra is committed to providing economic progress and stability to our people, as well as contributing promoting the similar in the African community and regions. We aim at seizing the opportunity of the current world order to work with these African heads of state who share the same ambition with Biafrans to promote the African cause of reclaiming full territorial integrity and sovereignty, as well as economic independence. Resource in Biafra land is a known fact that our nation, Biafra, is blessed with both human and natural resources. The fundamental reason for the forceful amalgamation into Nigeria and something which remains a main source of our bad situation. Through history, our resources have been exploited. It is still ongoing by Nigeria and its foreign allies. And our environment has been polluted and grossly damaged in the process of extracting the natural resources, and has as such ruined other means of livelihood for the people. Biafra strongly says no to these decades of exploitative acts and will not give room for such to prevail or continue to prevail. We have also notified all foreign companies milking the crude oil in Biafra land to start paying the 50 million naira or 50 million AJ, which is the Biafran currency, into the Biafra government purse every month. This money will help us rebuild our nation from the devastation that's come upon us by these countries. It will also help us rebuild our nation and help us provide basic resources to our people in areas of healthcare, education, economic, agriculture, and immigration services. Such amount is a drop in the ocean compared to the thousands of dollars these companies get monthly from the Biafra territory. Public announcements have also been made on that the Monday Sit at Home is active in all Biafra land to tell the oil companies and the Nigerian agents that Biafra is a sovereign nation. The Monday Sit at Home continues and has continued for the past 2 years, voluntarily by all Biafrans, to send a message that Biafra is a sovereign nation and to release our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who has been held by the Biafran state for the past 4 or 5 years, despite the law system, despite the United Nations Committee that told Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. Nigerian state have refused to do that. The Monday Sit at Home continues. Why we must remain steadfast in defending our independence? We all know that we as a people have been fighting against transnational repression, hostile occupation of Biafra land, and influx of terrorist insurgents and militias into our territory, sponsored and ordered by our now neighbor and ex, the failed entity. What haven't we been subjected to? Is it the repression system, the persecution of Christians? Biafrans are mostly Christians. The human rights violations for decades, the multiple and perpetual genocide, or the relentless extinction threats. Biafrans are mostly Christians, traditionalists, and Judaists. Just to name some of the spacious acts of extinction driven with impunity. The 1945 sudden and savage attack on Biafrans, resident in the north, who were taken completely by surprise by the Nigerian state. And before the situation could be brought under control, the bodies of Biafran men, women, and children littered the streets and their property worth thousands of pounds, reduced to shambles. No consequence on those responsible. No compensation to Biafrans. The 1966 massacre of more than 700,000 Biafrans all over the failed state, simply for being Biafrans. It's only now, almost 60 years later, that some main actors and perpetrators are coming out to acknowledge their evil deed with their final boarding pass in their hands. Our own heroes, Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu and General Philip Effiong, as well as several other actors, narrated the true story. But the crooks either declined from commenting or went on perpetuating their lies, only to start now to attract last attention and honor for committing such atrocity on mankind. Even with their book of cruelty, they know themselves and know fully well that they have not told it all. This shows how determined they have always been. We maintain, we encourage equality in Biafra land. It is in our constitution, and that is what we are going to do. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next person. NXO. NXO. Pastor Jonathan, go ahead.
Yes, I am here. I have a place.
Go ahead, please.
Please, I have the the BPM, and honorable cabinet members. Please, I'm calling from Eda. I was the guy that was told it is Eda, not Ohaza. The last time I communicated the cabinet. Please, what hope or measures is the government going to take about our area regarding the people that were brainwashed by the Islamic Caliphate in our area? The Islamic Caliphate brainwashed people, and they have university in that area. So I think it is either the largest university in Africa of their Islamic Brotherhood, and they're using it to brainwash people. And there is a high class of killing in that area between Amasori and Eda. So what do measures is the government gonna take about that? Then I will continue with the next question.
Again, now we have the Eda State Governor. They're already working on that and ensuring that the security of the Eda people is uppermost. And like I said, we'll continue to put things in place to remove all the agents of the Sioux government in our territory. Go ahead with your next question.
Like as I speak, for me to elaborate more, we were told that about 8 persons were kidnapped and murdered in that area. And this is destabilizing the activities in the state because there is no form of a unity about the USB right there. Another question is that sometime
Again, let me quickly clear you. The USB, we are just like 2-3 months, and the killing of innocent Biafrans by the Nigerian state has been ongoing. It didn't start today, and we, as a government, we will continue to look for ways to raise funds to protect our land. So it has nothing to do with USB. Whoever is passing that information to you, Nigerian government kills our people every day, even as we speak now. They have their trailers inside Biafra land, moving around with their machine guns and looking for innocent Biafrans to murder. Go ahead with your next question.
I feel maybe you didn't get the president properly. There is communal clash for land, not just ordinary conflict of the jihadists. But I'm pretty sure there is a jihadist facility there, a university of Islam. And I think they will be using it to corrupt the mind of the citizens there. That's what I'm saying. But and also I've noted a reply based on the nascent nation of ours. Maybe there's nothing much to do for now, but I believe in the future it has to be pinned down that we shall take a very reasonable measure regarding that facility there. Is that we convert it to police division or military division?
Again, we have issued, we've told Nigerian government to leave our country, and we expect peacefully that they do that, and we will continue to raise resources to protect our land. Thank you so much. The next person. Nelson
I still have the last question, please.
Right,
My last question is that I chatted by your inbox. I chatted by the inbox of some of the cabinets, and nobody's responding to my chat. So how could it? I think it is not encouraging. You guys should please help us. When we chat you people, you respond.
What do you?
I chatted on your WhatsApp precisely.
About what?
And
About what?
Pardon?
About what? What did you chat me about?
Okay, I think there was a receipt I posted there. The receipt. So when you check, you'll get to see it.
So you want me? Yeah. So I didn't respond to you about receipt, right? Okay. Send it to the finance department or send it to your state administrator. Okay, they'll figure it out.
Can I jump in here too?
Go ahead, please.
On all the states where you have reps, administrators, secretaries, I have created a receipt only and recording, for the people concerned, for the administrators, and for any person also that is helping us do the recording. I have stated it, I have written things there, and I've also created, a simple way of form for them to read reports. And I'm not sure some people are reading it, and I keep posting and reposting it. Please check the forums or the platforms that you belong, and you're going to see, that I have been posting things on what exactly and where to post your receipts, because these receipts and the recordings are very, very important, because after every 3 months, the financial secretaries for each state, especially for the 40 states USB, they're going to have to use that, to do their quarterly financial report. Okay? Thank you very much. Please watch out. They're all there. Even on the North and South America, I've created, they know where to put their receipts. And then there's continents, all the 5 continents, Africa, Europe, Asia, all of them are created receipts. And I'm sure people on this platform right now can attest to that. Please watch out and then read, instructions and then things that are posted there. Thank you very much.
And the last question is, I want to be clarified. When is the Biafrans gonna quit from a rapid usage of Naira? I think.
That is in progress. Listen, you ask a question, I will ask, you think that is in progress, one step at a time. You just follow the government and continue to contribute to the government. And we are going to continue to do what we are doing best to secure our land. Like our Prime Minister has said, when we declare Biafra in Finland, do not expect that all of a sudden everything will change. It will be magic. No. So if you have been following our Prime Minister, he let us know that it is going to be a process. As we've declared our nation, we are going to continue to gradually take the necessary steps towards the protection of our state. So the government is on that. Thank you so much. Nelson Mark, go ahead. Smart Dan, go ahead, please. Pastor Jonathan, your hand is still up. Do you want to go ahead, Pastor Jonathan? Do you want to ask a question or you go ahead? Unmute yourself. Pastor Jonathan, okay. Nelson Mark, Smart Dan, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, my DPN, the lioness. I called you. I don't have any question. I am here just to thank you so much for the good job you are doing, and also to thank the cabinet that are working with you. You guys have made us proud. You guys have cleaned our tears, because we think that when they arrested our DPN, our Prime Minister, we were thought that it's gonna be like Nnamdi Kalu too, but you stood on your ground and make us to clean our tears and move on, because I used to say that there is no much vacuum I particularly have seen in this struggle now, since they arrested our PM. So I thank you. That is why I'm only here and your cabinet. And I want people to know that this is just like a new baby, a newborn baby, like 3 months or so. We know we expected much, but not of this as quick as this. So we give them a break, allow them to organize themselves more, and think out what to do the best. You guys are trying. So I don't know why people are complaining and blaming and other things. To me, people should be appreciative on things you guys are doing, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Even the countries that have already been established for a long time, they still have hurdles. They still have problems here and there. So, but I don't know when somebody will stand and be complaining about a country of 3 months or 4 months. This thing is not done. This thing is like this. This thing is like this. So I'm urging our fellow Biafrans, if you know what you can do best, please come and help out. Come and help out. Donate. So that these people will do all these things you are asking for. So I thank you guys so much. May God bless you guys. More grace to your elbows.
Thank you so
And may God keep you guys and protect you guys as you lead us to the promised land. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. One Simon, go ahead. And NSO, if you meet your son, one Simon, then good man.
Wadaloli neno from Igbo media, boy by Siwene Utenu Nyabozi, Dio Kempa, Bastabak Yemen and Nigeria, and the enemy di chiche na Eastern region, and Uno Kosia Dana Finland, and the Biafran Prime Minister, Casey Judea, the update and the Yabo Biafran declaration came in Finland, so Yelina Kaya, I know Utelu Niba Huko. Kifi Oliku Bastamaka Yabo, Chief of Staff Hugasi Niba Huko, Yanebo Tagasiaka, and the new development on Biafra, of United States of Biafra. So yabi ife ka isi ka tiedo no kono kwa ifunche no den kono bastamaka yabi ife ngwa dado dinen nke mesia no munnem.